What's up, everybody? This is Andrew from Node Island. Today, we are going to be doing an inner shadow, which is very similar to the last tutorial that I put together. The last tutorial was an inner glow or a rim light. It's a really fun, quick tutorial, hopefully gaining a deeper sense of how to use some of the composite operations. And what I would like you to do is to listen to the sound of my voice. I'm going to do my best to explain everything so that if you're an intermediate user, you'll be able to follow along without watching the video. And then I want you to watch it again and see if you can get it done without listening to me faster than I can. The goal of this is to get fast, right? We're trying to practice building things and get really comfortable navigating using composites, and that's the video. So anyway, we'll dig into it now. All right, so this is what we're going to be making. We have an inner shadow over here, and we have some options, so we can adjust the color of the inner shadow. We can also change where it is, adjust the scale, which can be nice for really dialing in some things, and adjust the pre-shrink and filter size to change the blurriness of it. All right, let's dig in. First thing that I'm going to do is to tab over to the comps and create a base. We're going to call this inner shadow and click on it and press the I key to go into it. We're going to start with a circle and click on the common tab of the circle. Make sure that we are at 1000 by 1000 resolution. And under the fill color, I'm gonna give it a little bit of color so we can see what is going on. Next thing that we're gonna do is right click on the output of the circle and type in. This will allow us to pass any object into our network. We're going to right click on the in and create a constant. And for our constant color, we are going to choose black. And then under the output, under operation, we want to choose inside. And that is going to make sure that our shadow stays inside of our thing here. We're going to right click on the output of the constant and make a transform. And we want to translate this over to the side just a little bit and down. On transform order, we can actually do, I think it's rotate, translate, scale, and that is going to, if we go translate, scale, rotate, then we'll be able to actually rotate our shadow around using the rotate parameter inside of the transform. Next thing that we want to do is to make a blur, and we're going to increase the pre-shrink and filter size to add a nice diffuse look to our shadow. Now we want to composite everything together. So we're actually going to grab our constant that goes into the top of our composite and our blur that goes into the bottom. And we want to use we want to use outside, and that is going to give us our shadow. This is very similar to the previous tutorial that I did regarding the inner light, right, or rim light. Next thing that we're going to want to do is to add another composite. In the top input of our composite, we want to choose the in, right, to get our circle, and on the bottom we want to choose the shadow. For the operator on this composite, we want to do under, and that is going to place our input color underneath our shadow here. Finally, we want to create an out. Now for this, because the shadow wants to sit on top of everything else, if we were to composite this with one of the other things that we've done, maybe the rim light, we probably just want to pull the shadow as well. So I'm going to make a second out, and we are going to just connect the shadow down here. All right. Again, we need to set up our custom parameters, just like every time. We're going to right click on our network and click Customize Parent Component. And we want to pull in our constant color, which is going to be our shadow color, our transform properties, so translate and rotate. We also might want to bring scale in there. We want to bring in our pre-shrink and filter size. And what we should wind up with is a really, really nice inner shadow that we can rotate around. Okay. If we were to combine this with our rim light, we can see that we have our rim light on the top and our shadow is coming down on the bottom. This is working the way that it would inside of a renderer, where the shadow will overtake the rim light because it's sitting on top of it. All right, cool. Well, as always, I hope that you have fun and enjoy this. I want you to practice this a bunch of times. See if you can listen to my voice and do it. See if you can keep up and do it really fast. Again, the goal with all of these simple projects is not making something exceptional. It's making something that feels really easy and natural to create. So listen to it a couple of times, follow along, and yeah, happy patching.